I think they've raised each other's games. Certainly Hamilton has said how he raised the bar this year that's just gone on to deal with Verstappen, and it was titanic. And he didn't know which way it was going to go until literally the last few laps, of course, of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going to see it's like before. I think I've said previously that I've seen championship battles in the past get this ugly and get this sort of one way or the other and be on a knife edge going into the final race. But I didn't think I'd see it this soon. I'll be honest. I thought I'd have to wait years. I thought I'd be 30 before I saw something like this happen. And I do agree. They gave away more wins than I've ever seen either of them give away when it wasn't over the course of the season. Lewis will be kicking himself for Azerbaijan, absolutely kicking himself. Max will be sort of thinking, with Italy, I just waited. what could have been maybe in Italy instead. Both times they threw away points. There's so many areas where they could have done so much. They both could have done better. But I'm nitpicking here to find holes in their performances because what they did was so ridiculous. You look at this. You look at Brazil and Lewis taking 25 places, and then I don't think anyone can shake a stick at the performance by Max in the Netherlands because there was nothing that Mercedes could. Yeah, it was a downturn in Mercedes' performance, but it was just nothing that they could do, and they just walked away with it. This is one for the ages. This is one of those ones that we'll be talking about that will sort of go down in history as one of those legendary seasons. To try and say who was better out of these two, I don't think you can. I think it's just the way the sort of cookie has crumbled on it. The best thing for me, though, is that at the end, after you can be as annoyed as you want about the FIA and how they conducted those last few laps of Abu Dhabi, and I am, but the fact that both parties were in part firme, just clearly the greatest amount of respect. It didn't get as ugly as it could have been. We had that with a small flash in Saudi Arabia, but beyond that, it didn't get as ugly as it could have been. We've seen it get nasty before, and you never really felt that was the case. Once the season was over, it was very sort of, we'll go back and do it next year. And I think that's something to be commended, and I think it says a lot about them that they both came to that final conclusion, that they're neck and neck basically as they went into the final race.
Yeah, it was literally neck and neck. They were level on points going to the final race. Of course, it was just an incredible season.